Morning, dear.
Morning.
All right, then.
It's cool.
I mean, you know, first day of the A-levels.
No problem.
I thought you might have had a postcard from Jim. Maybe he forgot.
Probably.
It's not like Jim to forget, though, is it?
Don't worry about it, Mum.
And you're going to see Lucky before you go in?
Absolutely.
Because you have to see Lucky, don't you? And you'll never guess what I've done. I wrote to Jason telling him it was the first day of your A-levels.
You didn't.
He didn't mind, love, what with you running his fan club and everything. He said to phone before you go in and he'll wish you luck.
Mum?
That's his mobile number. Just give him a ring.
Okay.
You are going to be all right, aren't you?
Mum, it's just the A-levels. I mean, let's be honest. What could possibly go wrong?
Right. Anyone want a closer look? Oh, come on, it's only a rabbit. Normally we do this with frogs, actually, but rabbits are good too. Oh, come along. Who wants to guess the organs? It's just a simple dissection, for heaven's sake. When Mr. Jenkins gets back, he doesn't want to hear his biology class couldn't face a simple dissection, does he? Do you know, it's a perfectly ordinary process, you know, nothing to worry about. You may well be dissected yourself someday. If any of you have lost parents or grandparents, they could have been dissected. Oh, I'd give up if you were all so squeamish. Why did you take biology in the first place?
Sir?
Yes?
This is English.
Mr. Jenkins is an English teacher. I thought he was biology.
English, sir.
English. I see. Fine. And after I've been to all this trouble... Well, what did you have a rabbit here for, then? It's in his lesson notes. Get inside, rabbit.
We're doing Watership Down, sir.
Watership Down.
We were going to improvise scenes from it, sir. But we had to get under the skin of a rabbit.
Well, I hope I've been of some assistance. Oh, come on. Why didn't anyone try and stop me?
We didn't want to annoy you, sir. We sort of assumed that's where the rabbit went wrong.
Oh.
Is he dead?
What do you mean he? It's not a he, it's a her. Look. A uterus.
Well, we know that now, sir.
Well, thank goodness someone's paying attention.
No, sir, because of the bunnies.
The bunnies?
Better put these back with her mother. They shouldn't be away too long.
Dr. Gillespie.
Oh, Ellen, please, I'm not headmistress anymore. How are you, Janet?
I'm fine. So, you're supervising the exam today, then?
Well, it keeps me off the streets in my retirement. Is your headmaster about? I haven't met him yet. It's Mr. Kennedy these days, isn't it?
For the moment. Oh, he'll turn up, don't worry.
Good.
I'll show you to room 17. It's all been set up.
That'd be lovely. So, how's Eric?
Same as ever.
That bad?
I cannot believe you.
Yes, thank you, Miss Travis. Kindly arrange disposal of this, will you?
You are alone with the class for one period, and it's a massacre.
Oh, don't exaggerate.
It's the Easter Zoo trip all over again.
You know, we're talking about one death in the course of an otherwise successful lesson. That's an acceptable casualty rate.
You can arrange the burial for our fallen comrade.
You're always very critical of my teaching methods, Miss Travis, but you never mention the many survivors. I thought I told you to dispose of this.
I don't think burying your victims is in my contract.
Well, get one of the kids to do it. Tell them it's educational.
No, don't think I'll do that, actually.
Well, thank you for your cooperation, Miss Travis.
You're welcome.
Edward?
Oh, Mr. Kennedy.
So, start of the exams today. How's our top student feeling?
Pretty good, sir.
It is splendid to see you looking so confident. After all, your success or otherwise in these exams can determine your entire future career.
I know that, sir.
Still remember sitting mine, you know. Long time ago. Didn't do that well, actually. But I only wanted to be a teacher, so it didn't really matter.
You all right, sir?
Oh, a bit of a dicky tummy, that's all. Always gets a bit this way during the A-levels, what with league tables and so on.
I'm sure you'll be fine, sir. You've put a lot of work in.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. A bit early, aren't you?
Just came in to see Lucky, sir. Always have a quick chat with Lucky before an exam.
Lucky.
My rabbit, sir. I loaned her to Mr. Jenkins for his Watership Down lesson.
Oh, I think Mr. Jenkins is off sick today. I believe Mr. Slat took his class. Ah, Mr. Slat, I believe this young man wants to relieve you of a rabbit.
Oh, good. Just a minute. It's in my office.
And I certainly hope that Lucky continues to supply you with the same excellent good fortune that has always attended your distinguished academic career at this school.
There you go. So, Edward, all set for the exams? All ready to fast-track this school to the top of the league tables? Of course you are.
Mr. Slat, perhaps you misheard. We were looking for a rabbit.
Well, yes, I know.
And you're absolutely sure that's a rabbit, are you?
Well, I was more than usually thorough. Hey, don't worry, it's all there.
If I may clarify, young Edward here has a rabbit called Lucky. He feels the need to commune with before each examination.
To commune with?
Apparently.
Is it helping?
What is this?
Perhaps there's one little thing I ought to let you in on here.
Edward, have you heard about your rabbit? Miss Travis was just telling me.
Thank you, dear. I'll handle this.
Is that...
I think you've handled enough already, Mr. Slat. Could you come with me for a moment, Edward?
I'll deal with this.
What exactly is the problem?
I'll explain.
He's about to sit an exam, for God's sake. You'll just put him off.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. I'm perfectly capable of dealing with sensitive issues of this nature.
He's about to start his A-levels.
I'm aware of that, thank you.
You will just upset him.
Look, I know what I'm doing. Don't I, Edward?
Well,
When the school took that message about your friend in Australia being killed in that terrible plane crash, who was it that told you?
Jim was killed in a plane crash.
Didn't I tell you? Well, I'm sorry. I meant to.
Oh, my God.
Are you all right?
I can't believe it. I can't take it all in.
Is there anything I can get you?
Jim's dead.
Mr. Kennedy!
Sorry. Dicky's stomach again. Been sick all morning.
Do you want to get a doctor to come in and see you?
Could you? That would be splendid.
I can't believe it.
Edward, I hear you've unfortunately lost your little friend.
Just been told. Mr. Slap just told me.
I'm sure you'd like to deal with the remains yourself. Obviously, Mr. Slat is very sorry about the dissection. It was all a bit of a misunderstanding.
No, that's not Jim. Jim's not in the bag, for God's sake.
No, of course not.
No, it's Lucky, your rabbit.
Lucky's dead.
Well, yes, technically, yes.
Well, what happened?
Oh, does it matter? Let's not get morbid.
What did you mean, sorry, about the dissection?
You've had a terrible shock. Is there anyone we should phone?
You dissected my rabbit.
Look, it was very quick. There was no pain.
That's enough, Eric.
Look, clean break to the neck, honestly. Look, I'll show you.
Why don't you go into your office and I'll phone someone to come in and see you?
Yes. Thank you, Mrs. Slat.
He was going to be sick on me. The headmaster was going to be sick on me.
Well, never mind. It happens.
Do you want to talk to your parents?
They're out.
Anyone else?
No, I don't... Well, I suppose...
Well, I'll get straight onto this,
Eric.
thank you. I'll take over now, dear. Excuse me.
Eric, no, not you.
Honestly, one inexpensive rabbit. Let's see.
Hello, yeah?
Hello? This is Eric Slat, Deputy Head, Galfast High.
What's that? Sorry, it's Trickerbere Road.
Yes, it's just about young Edward, whom I believe you know, and a rather unfortunate incident of premature dissection.
What did you say?
Well, I don't mean I dissected him.
Turns out that number's some singer guy, Edward's big hero. It really might help if he speaks to him.
Jason Wood was then rushed to this hospital, where he is still in intensive care. Doctors say it is too early to estimate his chances of survival. Still unknown is what caused the singer, known to be a careful and experienced driver, to lose control of his vehicle.
Oh, well,
Agent
never mind.
Greg Smith.
It's getting about time for your exam, isn't it?
What happened? I don't understand it.
If only I'd been able to get through to him on the phone. Maybe I could have helped in some way. Now.
And were there
Sir, is it true about Jason Wood?
For heaven's sake, you lot have got an exam in a few minutes.
On the telly, look.
And it's possible he simply swerved to avoid a dog or a cat.
You have an exam, for heaven's sake.
And I believe you've recovered his mobile phone, which was thrown clear of the wreckage.
Yes, it's also possible he took a call on his mobile, which can sometimes break a driver's concentration.
And you think that's likely in this case?
Well, we're using callback to see who was the last person to phone him.
That must be my phone. Well, I'll just, answer it.
We've got it working, sir. It's ringing out somewhere.
Excuse me. Well, dramatic developments in the Jason Wood crash story.
Well, aren't you going to answer it?
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, hello, Mother. How are you?
Mother? You mean mother? Who am I talking to? Speak up!
It was you!
You killed Jason Wood.
Oh, will you please control your ridiculous adolescent fantasies? I just put him in intensive care.
That's my rabbit. Then, Jim, now you've got Jason Wood.
Oh, Eric.
Will you grow up? Obviously, in the cut and thrust of modern education, people are gonna get hurt.
Obviously.
Which is no reason, however, to miss your level, which begins, incidentally, in under 10 minutes, in room 17, one floor up. Oh, come on! Come on!
We can't do an exam now, sir. We're upset. You killed Jason Wood.
I see, fine. That's the way you want it, is it? Okay. You will go up these stairs. You will go into room 17. You will triumph in your maths A level, sending this school straight to the top of the league tables, or the Spice Girls are next.
Well done.
Hi, Susie. Well, they all seem raring to go.
Oh, of course, it's your maths section, isn't it?
Well, yeah. Are they okay?
Define okay. Mr. Slatt has dissected your top student's lucky rabbit, fatally injured his role model, terrified and demoralized the rest of the students, and convinced them all he's a crazy killer wiping out pop singers.
Again?
Edward says he's not going up.
What?
He says he's lost all his ability to do maths.
Oh, don't be ridiculous, Edward.
How many fingers am I holding up?
12.
Oh, my God. But we've got to get him in there. He's our top student. We need his results.
How much difference can I make? There's only 2 of me.
1, dear.
Sorry, 1.
OK, here's what we do. Janet, Miss Travis, upstairs. See how the rest of them are coping. Mr. McGill, we've got about 5 minutes to cover all A-level maths.
What? Now, come on, Eddie. How bad is it really?
I just lost geometry.
What do you mean, lost?
It's all just sort of erased from my head.
Erased?
There goes trigonometry, calculus, even numbers.
Now, this is just a panic reaction. I want you to calm, write down, focus, concentrate.
Yes, okay.
That's it. Good.
Now, can we get you anything? Need a glass of water? Cigarette?
No, can I just walk around?
Yes, of course. Go.
I just forgot all French nouns.
What?
Post-war British economics.
Now, stop erasing.
Oh, Europe!
Knock him out, he'll scrub the lot.
Come on, Eddie. Cool, calm, No worries.
Yes, now pull yourself together, for goodness sake.
Don't think about anything that's happened today.
Oh, Mr. Slat, is it true about Jason Wood?
Yes, it's true. Go away.
No, but please, you must tell me, how bad are his injuries?
See for yourself. How is he?
I tried telling him even dogs in France know some French nouns.
What did he say?
Where's France?
Oh, he's dead, you menopausal moron!
Why, Mr. Slat? It's been a while.
What? Oh, yes. Yes. This is Eleanor Gillespie, headmistress when I used to work at Stanley Park.
Dr. Gillespie to you.
Dan McGill.
Eleanor.
Well, what are you doing here anyway? I thought you'd retired.
I did. I'm supervising your exams today.
Oh, I see. Well, good. Room 17 is all prepared.
I know, I prepared it. And I thought, since you've acquired a remarkable reputation for putting your pupils off during exams, I just warn you that... Who is that?
That's just, one of them.
One of what?
One of the pupils. We're helping him. He'll be fine.
I can see you haven't changed, Mr. Slat, and I'm wasting my time. I'd better get upstairs.
Well, yes, indeed. Good luck.
And please, Mr. Slat, on this important day, show some consideration for your students.
Well, of course I will. Of course. Right, let's slap him.
It's Mr. Kennedy, isn't it?
I'm sorry?
The headmaster? I'm Dr. Eleanor Gillespie.
Ah, you're here. Splendid, splendid. So pleased to see you.
Oh, well, I imagine you're finding the A-levels as big a disruption as ever.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I've been sluicing out of both ends since late last night.
I'm sorry?
At moments, I'm practically jet-propelled. It's a wonder I don't take off, quite honestly.
Ah, I see.
It's like sitting on a fountain. And I'm producing some very odd colors.
Really?
Very strange. But I'm afraid I didn't keep any to show you. Well, I didn't know I was seeing you.
I see.
However, I did think to take these in the event it was important. What do you think?
Mr. Kennedy, can I clarify that I'm just here for the examination?
Oh, you think an examination will be necessary?
Yes, and as long as your stomach complaint doesn't interfere with that, I'm quite happy.
Well, to be quite honest, I don't think I can guarantee that.
What?
Well, I might just erupt.
Sufficiently to disrupt the A-levels?
Well, it does every year, you know. Hopeless.
Oh, my God.
Complete washout.
That sounds terribly serious.
Do you think so?
You should see a doctor.
Well, I am seeing a doctor.
Oh, good.
About this examination.
Oh, yes, I'd better go and get everything ready.
Right. I'll be in my office. I expect you'll be getting some protective clothing. Gillespie, would you like me to undress?
Maybe later.
Hi. Okay, how about this? I'll nip upstairs, get a copy of the exam. You can do it here. How would that be?
They'll never allow it. They don't let those papers out of the room.
I'll manage.
Anyway, he's in no state to do an exam.
Mr. McGill, you are a maths teacher. I'm also qualified as a maths teacher. I think between us we can manage a maths exam.
Can't do that. We can't help a kid cheat in an A-level. I'm having no part of this, Mr. Slat. This is where I draw the line.
Think league tables, think school roll, think staff redundancies.
I'll handle a multiple choice.
Thank you, Miss Travis.
No problem.
Miss Travis, have they started?
Well, no, but I think they're just about
Fine,
to.
good, excellent. Just got to check something.
And obviously I have a supply of spare pens for anyone who... Can I help you, Mr. Slat?
Oh, no, just thought I'd drop by, see if everyone's all right.
This exam is, in fact, just about to start.
Actually, do you know what I might do? I might have a leaf through it myself.
I don't think so, Mr. Slat.
Quite right. Quite right.
Now, if you wouldn't mind...
Oh, of course.
This paper will end at 12:15, after which there will be a short break of 15 minutes. Any questions? Before we begin, I'll just take the attendance. Ronald Allgood?
Present.
David Andrews?
Present.
Edward Arthur?
Present.
Alan Collins?
Present.
Susie, did Edward make it into the exam all right?
No, but your husband did.
Turn over your papers. You may begin.
He started it, he was copying me.
Slat! What in the name of God are you doing? Get out of this room right now. I will not allow this examination to be disrupted for a second longer.
Look, everybody! Look what they done to Jason Wood!
So, difficult paper?
Mind trying to round them all up. Technically, they shouldn't be allowed back in an exam hall, but I think we can make an exception in this case.
Right, sure.
Cleaning materials. I've got to clear up some entrails.
Hang on.
Can I help at all?
No one will go near those examination papers, Mr. Slat, except me.
I'll get you some water.
Let me assure you of one thing, Mr. Slat. I still have some influence in education, and your career is finished. Frankly, if you are in employment by the end of the week, it will be a miracle.
Dr. Gillespie. About this examination.
Yes, I'll be with you in a moment.
So, it's going to be that thorough.
Of course it's going to be thorough. Why shouldn't it be thorough?
Yes, indeed.
I know about you, Slat. I know the real reason Stanley Park Comprehensive burnt down. Why 3 school inspectors are currently residing in a sanatorium. I know who it was who urinated out of a window on a live news broadcast.
But if I could just explain, Senator.
And he dissected my pet rabbit. Then he forgot to tell me my best friend had died, and then he phoned Jason Wood and made him crash his car.
I'm glad you raised those matters,
This is it,
Edward.
Slat. You won't get away with it this time. No force on earth is strong enough to save you. In fact, I'm going to phone the education offices right now, and you can come along, young man. Kennedy, I wonder if I can...
I'm ready. I'll try not to clinch. As you may realize, Dr. Eleanor Gillespie suffered a serious stroke in my office a few weeks ago. I regret to inform you that the doctors do not now believe that she will ever recover the power of speech. As most of you will already know, part of the reason for the onset of this tragic condition was a degree of confusion between Dr. Gillespie and myself, which resulted in a confrontation which can only be described as profoundly embarrassing for all parties. The other part of the reason, of course, was that on realizing my mistake, I suffered a gastric eruption of considerable expense, which also had, owing to my position at the time, the questionable virtue of extraordinary accuracy. This naturally made matters quite unpleasant for the other 2 people in the room.
Not now, Edward.
Huh?
Not now. Sweep it later.
However, the good news is that the Education Department have rescheduled a special maths A-level for this school for next week. So I'm sure you'll agree, all's well that ends well.